It's Friday, the 12th. Tomorrow's our anniversary for the engagement. Huh. Okay. I think today is the day that my mother-in-law died in 2003. I think it's today. So she's been gone a while. I wanted to make a quick video. I've already recorded a video, but then decided that I wasn't going to upload it. I just deleted it. I don't know. I just didn't think it was something I should put up on my profile. But I've been working through grieving. I talked to my dad. He's working through grieving. My brother has been able to, I don't know, I guess stages of grief aren't stages, it's liquid. Imagine trying to contain a glass of water that fell over. Yeah. That's kind of like how grieving affects us. It hits everything. Doesn't go in a straight line, doesn't go where you want it to, doesn't stay in one spot. Nope. It'll affect your work, your weight, your finances, it'll affect everything. Family, relationships, motivation, mental health. Just fuck it. My older brother has been able to, in the stages of grief, there's anger. And I'm not saying that he's angry at her. I'm just saying that he is able to remind himself that she is a human being who makes mistakes. And she made mistakes. Holy shit, she made mistakes. I'm not going to tell them to you, but there's a good chance that anybody who knows me and the intricacies of our family dynamics probably knows what I'm talking about. So I'm working on remembering and recognizing that she was a faulty person who has hurt my feelings, who has let me down, we've argued before, we've fought before, not physically, but we fought. She's thrown shit at me and screamed me out of the house, and you know, judgmental on life choices and all that stuff that families do to each other. And yeah, I'm working on it. I'm getting there. My older brother has been there probably, I think he's been feeling better about it, probably for the last 3-4 months or so now. He's been doing okay, I think. I just came out of the Arboretum, back now on the 30, going home. And I just sat and talked to my mom. We put about this much in her, of her. It's about a half an inch. In the Arboretum. Took a screwdriver, found a spot, and put her about 12 inches deep. A little bit over. Smidgies. She's mostly on my mantle. Which is kind of crazy because you look at anybody who has anybody about, that they loved in a box in their house or something. It's kind of crazy to think that this is the person that we thought was a superhuman. Kids think their parents are invincible. I know my kids think I'm invincible. Am I? No. I'm not. But nobody is. The kids don't know that. They look at their parent that they were born to, and they think that they're this magnificent people who are perfect and know everything. And I openly tell my kids I don't know. Openly. They ask me a question, I don't know. When they were younger, my oldest, especially my oldest, he would hate that shit. Like, how do you not know? I don't know. I'm not afraid to say I don't know. Let's find out. Let's go find out. Let's go look. I'd much rather let them know, my kids, that I don't know everything. I told them, like, you went to school, how do you not know? I don't remember that. I took chemistry. The math looks familiar, but my boyfriend that I met in the class did my math. Boobs work, dear. It was funny. I got a decent grade because I'm not good with math, and he did my math homework. Oh man, I was like, yup. Good times. Looks familiar. Covalent. Whatever. Not to mention it was a college class, so I was not interested in doing the math. But my kids are like, how do you not know? Because I don't. I don't. I remember the shit I need to do. I know about the shit I do on a daily basis. And everything else just becomes something that I get distant memory of. Oh yeah, that's right. That used to be around. And so I don't fake it. I don't let them know, like, oh, your mother is the best and the all-knowing Oz. No, I'm not. Even in my even in therapy, I do that too. I'll look it up. Let's look that up. Let's search that. Let's find out. Because wisdom means that you recognize your limitations and you're okay with them. And I am. I'm okay with my limitations. I know what I can and cannot do. It doesn't bother my oldest so much anymore. He's now 18. So he's legally an adult. But, you know, that middle ground of young adulthood. Hated that term. Being a young lady. What the fuck is that? Young adult. It's like lukewarm. Yeah. And there's this funny story. I got a full-time job at 23 years old. 24 years old. And my husband and I got married when I was 23 and he was 22. We've been married for a long time now. And when when we were, after our marriage, we bought a house a year after, and we went to Europe for a honeymoon. And I was working full-time as a secretary. Fucking hate being a secretary. Just like being a waitress. I'm not good at waitressing either. I don't care. Sorry, I don't care. And there's this guy named Andy. And he would always call me Missy. And I got sick of it. Oh, and by that point, I was actually a college graduate too. I graduated from my bachelor's degree too. And he said, I was 25 when I worked at this place, right? 25, 24, 25. And he would call me Missy, and I put up with it for a while. And one day I just said, you know what? I am married. I own a house. This is what I told him. I'm married. I own a house, and I'm a college graduate. I'm a ma'am. And he goes, yes, ma'am. My girlfriend started laughing. She was from high school. She was like, oh my God, only you would demand to be called ma'am. Yeah, I do. Yup. Way back in my early 20s. I'm sorry. No. So, 18, legal, just not there yet. But he doesn't care anymore. He's not bothered by me not knowing. Because I'll be like, let's find out. Let's do it. I'm not going to tell you something I don't know. I want you to have the correct information. So, that to me is the definition of wisdom, is knowing that we don't have to put on anything special for credit or for accolades or for, you're not afraid to state your faults. Could I work on my math? Yeah. Do I want to? No. Absolutely not. I have zero desire in working on my math. Not when you can throw money at it. Yeah, let's throw money at it. Let's get him a tutor. So, went to the Arboretum. Sat with my mom for about 20-something minutes. Just told her what was going on. Updates about what was going on. Told her I hated her, loved her, hate you. We're gonna go back. Dad and I are gonna go back on January 8th, which is her day. And we will get through Christmas. I have not seen lights at all this year. I don't really want to play Christmas music. I'm wrapping presents and the tree's up. And I've been buying Christmas presents since September, so not because I was in the spirit of Christmas, it's just because I looked out and I was like, well, money's tight, and if I start earlier, then I have less to do. And that's what I started doing. Out of necessity. So, yeah. I'm working on grieving. It goes wherever it wants. I'm starting to feel the human side of her a little bit more. And that's okay. It's okay to remember them as human. Because they were. And it doesn't mean you don't love them. It means that relationships are complicated. And it's okay to remember the bad times too. It is. It also helps us being able to move on. Because if we do recognize that they weren't a Mother Teresa, and even Mother Teresa probably had issues, then we can take them off the pedestal and look at them in a more reasonable way for their whole humanity, good, bad, and ugly. There's actually a therapy technique in grieving that does this. You would like make a tree, like either cut it out or draw a tree or something on paper, and then you would make some leaves, and you would put their good, bad, and uglies on these leaves, either character traits, personality, things that you didn't like, things that you did like, so that we can see the person as a whole. You can make the leaves different colors based on the traits or personality or whatever. Like the positive traits and the negative traits could be different colors, so that you can see the positive and the negative in the person. And then we can take them together as a complete person. And realistically recognize that they're just human, who did the best they could when they did it. Could they have done better? Could I have done better? Yeah. So it's not a judgment. It's just a way to feel unstuck from this, you know, they were wonderful and they helped and everything, and yeah, that's true. They did. They're a great human being. They were a great faulty human being. And faults don't mean that you don't love them. It just means we have to remember them as the complete person and not a saint. They're not a saint. So I'm doing that. I'm getting there. I talked to her, gave her updates, told her that I keep seeing her face as she died. Said she didn't want me to post pictures online of her or anything. That's why the first videos that I did with the barbecue battle I wanted to videotape it, but I didn't want her to know. So I didn't really have the camera around. You could hear her voice, but she wasn't necessarily in the video much. She also didn't like her weight. She didn't want people to see her pictures that didn't deserve them. And so she just told me, you know, don't post things. And that was one of our arguments the year that she died, in 24. Well, she died in 25, but she was like, well, you shouldn't do this. And I told her, you can't dictate what happens on my social media. So I said, out of respect, I will take them down, but you do not get to dictate what I do or do not put up here. And that's one of the things. We did have that argument. So, yeah. That, not, you know, it's not a horrible thing to do here. to say or whatever, but once in a while she would overstep and try to tell me something that I could be doing or something I need to improve on, or then I didn't ask for help. So, yeah. With the barbecue battle, my very first videos at the front of my page, or the earliest videos, she's in it. But when I was at the Arboretum today, it said, I took pictures of you when you died, and said, I just keep seeing your face. And I was like, you're just lucky I didn't post it. I said, I should post them anyway. Fuck you. I love you. I fucking hate you. Called her an asshole. Yeah. I did. Called my mom an asshole. Because she is. It's okay. It's all part of the deal. So that, I guess, is that. But if you ever wanted to do the tree, draw a tree, make a tree, cut it out, it doesn't matter what you do. Really, the part that's important is the leaves. The leaves are the part that helps the process move forward. Because we can see in front of us visually that this person was just a person. Are they an important person? Yes, they are. But with anybody, we are just still people. That's okay. On a funny note, this last Saturday, the 6th, my son had his 17th birthday. He turned 17 on 12/6. Second child. My second child is 17 years old. And he had his birthday, took a couple friends out, went to the movies, fed him before, and we just, went out, had some popcorn and shit, right? And we saw Five Nights at Freddy's too. And my mom would talk about movies that she would go to, and she'd be so bothered or bored or ready to go or uninterested, she'd just grab her purse. She'd just sit there with her purse. It's just an old lady person thing to do, right? Old lady thing. It's like, grab your purse and have it with you. You're like, I am just so done. And I've never done that in my entire life. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I'd seen the first movie. I felt very old. People were clapping. They were recognized people that, I guess, YouTubers or whatever. They were like cheering, and they're all talking about everybody, the entire audience, everybody. They weren't talking loud, but they were all whispering to each other just about the entire movie, including my son and his friends. And at a certain point in the movie, I grabbed my purse and I just sat there with my purse on my lap. Unintentionally, just didn't even think about it. I was like, this is my first old lady move of like, yeah, it's clear that I just don't have any interest in it. And it was great. Oh my God, they're gonna make a third. Ah! Oh my God, no. I don't get it. It's done by Blumhouse or Blumhouse or whatever. BLUM. And I'm 44 right now, today. And Blumhouse is predictable horror. cutter horror genre. Like the guy that's in the Five Nights at Freddy's, there's no door in the movie for the place, and he's on the computer, and he has to, grab the mask, and they don't get him, and then something coming through the vent, and then instantly, he didn't bend over to look into the vent, he fell. What did he fall on? Nothing. But he fell, because it's Blumhouse. So we can see, and he's eye level, he's sitting on the floor looking at the vent. It's like, okay, yeah. What'd you fall on? We don't know. I don't know. I'm glad he had a good time. It wasn't for me, it was for him. His birthday was great. He had a good time. We ate cake. It was fun. We're done. But I had an old lady moment last weekend. I wanted to share it with you. And yeah, I did very much have an old lady moment. I was like, this is stupid. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Any Five Nights at Freddy fans out there, I'm sorry. I'm just not a fan. It's okay. We saw it in the movie theater because it was his birthday and that was what was out. And PG-13, and parents won't necessarily, for a bunch of 12 to 17 year olds, they won't bark too much about it. So yeah, that's why we picked it. But I did have an old lady moment. So you have a wonderful weekend, and I'm gonna try and rip some holiday cheer out of my asshole. It's gonna stink really bad, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Get off the couch this weekend and go see some fucking lights. So you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. I appreciate you spending almost 30 minutes with me. I'm nearly home, and you guys take care, and love the ones that you're with. They matter. Because I can tell you right now, if you tell them, if you write it down and then you expect them to find it, when you're alive, that's when they're going to remember. They're not going to cherish some fucking book. Oh, this is how I felt. This was the... Really? Because you snarled at us that day, but you were deeming it a beautiful memory? What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway. Make your actions and your words match. If you love people, do it. Get off your lazy ass and do it. Because what they're going to remember is what you did, not what you said. Fuck saying things. It's fucking bullshit. I'm in a mood. Alright, I gotta go. I love you. Bye.